Hi, hello and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Veronica and I'm a big lover of makeup. So if you want to see more reviews, looks and more fun videos, don't forget to subscribe. In today's video, we are filming a best and worst shades from eyeshadow palette. So if you're curious about that, please keep on watching. Hi guys, so in today's video, we are gonna do best and worst shades from eyeshadow palettes. And I did this video in August last year, in 2021. And in this period, I bought another 10 eyeshadow palettes. So we are gonna swatch the best and worst from these new palettes. So we are not repeating the other palettes, but I will link them below the last video, and I think this is a lot of fun. And in today's video we are actually doing an eye look with the best shades, or at least some of them. So let's start with some palettes. We are starting with some mini palettes and we are gonna end with some bigger palettes, and I will include in here my little singles because I bought them last year in around October or something like that, but I will choose just one best and one worst, even though we have two palettes. And I'm gonna swatch the best shades on top and the worst shades on the bottom. Let's start with the Essence Bronzed This Way. This is a 6-pan palette and it has this neutral color story. For this palette, I think the worst shade is this bronzy shade, because this coppery is way more beautiful in my opinion, and I don't really like this kind of shades. It is very smooth and nice, but it's not very exciting. And my favorite shade in here is this orangey shade. It's actually a matte, but it's very smooth and it's really good quality, and I really like it. And because we are doing a look, I want to have some mattes as well, and I really like this orange, so we are gonna swatch these two. For the next palette, we have the Alice in Wonderland by Beauty Bay, and this one is a 6-pan palette with all mattes. And I think the best shade in here is this gorgeous berry shade, and the least interesting shade in here is this blue. I could intensify the looks with this one, but you know that blue is not my favorite color for eyeshadow, so we are choosing these two. Then we have the Natasha Denona Coral palette, and it looks something like this. For this one, it's pretty easy. I love this middle shade. It's very stunning. It's like a taupery shade, but I really like it. And I could choose the reddish shade as well, but for this one, I prefer this shimmery shade. And for the color that I don't like, this is kind of hard because I really like all of these shades, but I could choose this one maybe because it's a gold. It's not something very exciting, but I really like all of these shades. The next one is the Natasha Denona Mini Love, and it looks like this. So my favorite shade in here is this first shimmery shade. I really like that it has a lot of dimension and it's very sparkly. And then for my least shade, I think I'm gonna choose this one because, again, it's like a goldy shade. It's nothing out of the ordinary. For the next palette, we have the Do Not Disturb by BH Cosmetics, and it looks something like this. For my least favorite shade, I will choose this blue in here, even though it's a beautiful blue. Again, I don't love blue matte. And for my favorite shade in here, I will choose this one. It's called Me Time. It's a really beautiful, very light blue shimmer, and it's so stunning. And I want to mention as well that I have videos with all of these palettes, so if you are curious about looks, I will link down below some videos. The next palette is the Hela palette from Udanzai and Angelica, and it looks something like this. This will be a bit harder because these bigger palettes have more shades, obviously, and I need to choose something. I love this yellow. This yellow matte is something else. It's very good quality and is the perfect inner corner highlight, but I need to choose this shade. It's so beautiful. It's so dimensional and so stunning. I need to choose it. And for my least favorite shade, I don't know what to pick because I feel like all of these are pretty special, but I think I will choose this Wolf shade because it's just a brownie shade. It's a brownie mustard. I understand why it's in here, but I need to choose something, and we have another mustard, and we have this brown that's a more cool tone brown. So I feel like this brown is a bit more special, but we are choosing these two shades. Then let's choose a favorite and a least favorite from my little singles. So this is the first palette, and this is the second one. This will be a lot harder because, again, I have a lot of shades in here, but I already know that this pinky shade is really impressive, so I think I'm gonna choose this one for my favorite, and I'm not gonna think about it too much because I love very much this shade and this quality. And it's very easy to choose the least favorite because I have a blue in here, and it's so unfair. I really don't hate blue eyeshadow that much, but I don't love it, so it's an easier target. The next palette is the Sigma Untamed, and it looks like this. And for this palette, I think my least favorite shade, it's maybe this one. It is another cool tone brown, but it's not my favorite. I think I could choose the very light shade in here as well, but this one is a great inner corner highlight, so let's choose this brown. And for my favorite shade, I actually think that my favorite shade is this camouflage in here. It's a very, very beautiful army green. It's so pigmented, so I really like it, and I'm gonna pick that one. Okay, we have only two palettes to go. The next one is the Girl on the Moon by Gloss Gods, and it looks something like this. I already know that for my least favorite, I'm gonna pick one of these three because they are harder pressed, so I don't like the quality. But for my favorite shade, oof, that will be hard. I really like this Luna shade, and I really like this Moon Landing. Let's choose the least favorite at least. I'm gonna choose this shade in here. It looks something like this. It's still beautiful, but it's nothing out of the ordinary, and it's just a metallic. It's actually a duochrome, but yeah, I'm not in love with the formula. And for my favorite, I need to pick this shade Luna. It's very, very flaky, but because of that, it's very, very pigmented, so I really like it. And the last palette in here is the Natasha Denona Pastel palette, and it looks something like this. For the least favorite shade in this palette, I will not pick the blue, surprise, but I will pick this feather shade because this is a pinky matte, and it's not a special formula, and it's pretty light. And because we have this tulle shade, and this shade is just more pigmented, blendable, buildable, so everything is better with this cream to powder shade, so that's the reason I'm choosing this feather shade. And for my favorite shade in here, I really like this Dainty shade. It's very, very shimmery and multidimensional. I really like the cream to powders in here, so Zest is very impressive, Bora, Bubble, and Tulle. I like Illusion as well. It's the multichrome, but it's not my favorite multichrome. Right now I'm trying to decide between Dainty, Mint Frost, and Limoncello. I really love all of these three, but let's pick actually Mint Frost because I already picked a lot of pinky shades, and this shade is so, so beautiful, and I think it's something special. Okay, so these are the swatches. On the bottom, like I said, are the least favorite shades, and on top are my favorites. But I feel kind of bad. These blues in here on the bottom are looking so amazing. But what can I say? I have some preferences, so yeah. But this top shades look so amazing. I'm very excited to use them in a look, so let's move into the look. Okay, so I zoomed you in a bit, and now I'm blending out the Natasha Denona eyeshadow primer. And if you're curious, this is a Real Techniques brush. It's actually a deluxe crease brush, but I'm using it for blending eyeshadow bases. Okay, so the first shade that we are gonna use is this one from the Alice in Wonderland, and I will put that with Zoeva 234 in here. Oh, I forgot to apply some loose powder. 1 second. Okay, powder is down. Let's blend this in here. I will put a bit of this shade on the lower lash as well. I don't think the other matte will work with this one, so I'm taking a clean brush and just blending the edges, and we are gonna use only this matte. Okay, so I'm just blending and building and blending and building again, and this is only one shade. On the exterior, on the lid in here, I will put the shade River from the Hella palette, and I will spray this brush as well. Now I'm just blending the edge a bit with the matte, but this shimmer is so beautiful. Then with the same flat brush, I will take this shade Luna from the Gloss Gods Girl on the Moon, and we are gonna put that on the inner part in here. In the inner part of the lower lash, I'm thinking I'm gonna put Mint Frost, the one from the Natasha Denona Pastel palette, just to add a pop of color. And into the inner corner, we are gonna put this bluish shade from the palette Do Not Disturb. And I think with that, we are gonna have a pop of green and blue in the lower lash and inner corner. And I think that could be fun. So, Mint Frost and the shade Me Time. It's so stunning. And it's a bit weird in this combo, but I kinda like it. Okay, so this is the eye look. I just love it so much. It's so beautiful, and this pop of blue from the inner corner is really something else. I just love it. I'm gonna put some purple pencil on the waterline and some mascara, and I will be right back. Okay, so this is the final look. I really enjoy how my makeup is looking, and I think this video idea is very interesting, and I liked filming it. So if you like the video and you want to see more from me, please subscribe and give it a like, and I will see you next time.